Glad to have you with us from Charlotte, North Carolina, Jerry Richardson Stadium. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. It's the ECU Pirates and the Charlotte 49ers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Hey guys, I caught up with the Charlotte head coach pregame. He knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. And the 49ers headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. He'll start the return inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. So East Carolina's offense to go on the attack first. And you'll remember the last time these two clashed, it wound up being a tight one right to the finish.
And you know it's always going to be emotional, David. There's so much trash talking in rivalry games like this. These two teams, these two fan bases absolutely hate each other, and they let each other know about it all game long, even before the game.
And that's what makes it so much fun to cover. Who can manage their emotion, not get those dumb penalties like... Locked in, dialed in, not let all the outside noise affect their play.
Guys, let's talk big picture East Carolina. They've jumped to the top of the conference stage. And here comes the Heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
And guys, this 3rd and long is not exactly how they drew it up. Hopefully it's not an indication of what we'll see the rest of the game. Here comes the Heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Pirates will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. On the return. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. So the Charlotte 49ers offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. Coming onto the field for the first time today, Jakirian Turner. Here's a guy that can really deliver tough yards on the ground for this offense.
Well, he's a very special talent at running back, and in the future it'll be interesting to see if he sticks around. Obviously, it's a long season, a long way to go. He's got a lot of ability. He's got speed. He can break tackles. He can catch the football. No question this year, this guy is going to be the whole key to the offense.
He is, and I tell you what, to watch in this matchup where they're kind of outmatched in most positions, how can he still make an impact on this game? Making guys miss, like doing it by himself, or can his offensive line pave the way a little bit and maybe be neutral to get him some of those matchups? But he is the one guy on this offense that can make life very, very difficult for you, and the other defense knows that. Really curious to watch how this unfolds.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. On the move, it's Turner. All right, guys, let's talk about Charlotte. They were really excited about the pickup they got last week. Commitment from a 3-star defensive back, David. And when programs at this level can get guys like that in the building, everybody celebrates.
The whole building gets excited because transfer pool is one thing, but high school recruiting, when you can get somebody out of high school with some raw tools that are really good, you can see the future could be bright. You take those guys, you try to develop them instead of going into the transfer pool.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that 1st down.
The 49ers have this offense rolling. Keeps it on the ground. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are.
That's a tough pill to swallow if you're on defense. Third down, you're blitzing. You're expecting to be able to affect the quarterback, but give this offensive line, these guys, credit because they were able to pick everything up and give their quarterback an opportunity to throw clean from the pocket to pick up that first down.
A lot of times it's hard to see those linebackers coming down late and blitzing through a gap. The offense did a really nice job getting a hat on a hat, blocking up front so the running back could get some positive yards.
And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown 49ers.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. And the Pirates want to pick up the tempo.
And I think that's really the key to this football team. You saw it last week, man. Everything kind of falls into place when he gets the football and the ground game gets going. And I think when you play a rivalry game with emotion, with passion, like settle everybody in, run the football, and be more physical.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decision.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Wilson to pass. Rush right in his face. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
But for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
So the 49ers offense ready to set up shop. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking for a crease. It's Turner. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing, White. Caught behind the line. It's Marshall. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield, and he's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
White from the gun on 3rd down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the 49ers will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. This should be the last play of the quarter. Off play action on 1st down. He'll throw it. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Wilson will throw. Unloads to the right. And the pass is incomplete, and we've wrapped up 1 quarter. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the 2nd. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row. The Pirates will send out the punt unit. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Plows through the defense. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. The 49ers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Give to the running back. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the 1st down, new set of downs, let's go.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. To the back. Turning it on. He's past the marker. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Looking for room. It's Marshall. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They go play action with White. Moving to his left. He'll pull it down and run. Still running at the 35. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. And the 49ers have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it. Got enough for the 1st down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
The 49ers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Turner. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
A first down run in the red zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Charlotte. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So it's an 80-yard drive, and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Hits inside, it's Howard. Makes one man miss. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. And the Pirates want to move quickly.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Pulls it. Quick toss. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Churns into the pile. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. The Pirates are rolling down the field.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. On play action. Right side, it's Collier. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Wide receiver going in motion. Wilson to pass. Taken in by Smith on the right side.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
Wants to keep it in the air. Fires left. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. Now the lead is down to 11.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Keeps it moving. It's Marshall. Enough to move the chains. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Still looking to his right. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep. Good coverage.
Under pressure. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Yeah, and this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities, mission number 1, right? Every single game you go into. Last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
Now, the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The sack makes it an even longer 3rd down chance for this offense. White. Oh, pressure's coming. Back's got it on the screen. They've got him before he gets the first down marker, and the screen does not deliver. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the 49ers will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not a lot of room to make this catch. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. The Pirates will get things started here on offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the 2nd half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the 2nd half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Wilson will throw. Still looking. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times, he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate.
Lets it fly. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set to get this 2nd half underway. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. Holly's always working the injuries on the sidelines. Holly, what have you got?
The Charlotte head coach told me coming out of the locker room, guys, the coach told me their running back will not return to this game. I could see that he has suffered some type of upper body injury. He tested it out several times here on the sideline, but ball security could be an issue. He is definitely out to start this 2nd half. Guys?
Okay, Holly.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Right back to it. He's got the first down. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Out wide right, it's Harris. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. White on the play action. Buying a little time to his left. Still running at the 40. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on a 2nd and long.
Well, we know the game of college football is always evolving and changing, and one of the biggest reasons why is the quarterback evolution. Dual threat quarterbacks. You're seeing two great examples in this game so far. Both guys can hurt you throwing it. Both guys can hurt you running it. It's been the running attack for both of these guys. It's been the big story so far.
And this is exactly how you want to draw it up if you're an offensive coach. Later in the game, you start to get in the second half, and you've got the lead, and you can be the more physical team. It's really hard for somebody to come back. This team
just plowing ahead. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Niners. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the East Carolina offense out to start the drive. This is a huge drive for this offense. Down 21-3 and needing to get back in the game. Oh, what a cut! He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And the Pirates in the hurry-up. Straight ahead, it's Collier. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Long way to go on 2nd down.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
There he goes. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Pirates come to the line with a new set of downs.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
He'll move it ahead and a good productive play on the ground. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Sends it back in motion. Wilson to pass. Got his man downfield. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Oh, what a move. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The snap sets up the throw. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Looking to the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. right down the boulevard. It's good. Are forced to settle for 3.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
He's finally brought down after a big return that was almost a whole lot bigger. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. The handoff. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Making the adjustment. Gonna run it. It's Marshall. Down he goes.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
White from the gun on 3rd down. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Breaks into the open. And he's finally forced out of bounds. Another first down, and he has just been running wild on this defense. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. The run inside. It's Marshall. And he was able to push forward for a solid gain as the clock strikes 0 here in the 3rd. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Might as well run him again. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
And, man, this is exactly how this offensive coordinator wants to end this football game. Ground and pound, let that clock tick, add to this lead, and make the defense stop you.
Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26. They've already peeled more than 3 minutes off the clock on this drive as they stand over the ball on 2nd down. Buys time to his left. He's going to run it. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
This has been a real fun game to call, guys, because we've got 2 quarterbacks that are getting it done on the ground. Both of these guys have had tremendous success. That time the defense wasn't in position. They weren't able to rally to him early enough, and you kind of get the feeling moving forward, whichever defense figures out the other running quarterback first, that's probably the team that wins.
They're all over him. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
And this offense put together a really good drive, man. Like, that was a good drive, but 3rd down in the red zone when the field starts to shrink, they really struggled to try to find a play to get someone open.
White to throw for it on 4th. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts
Touchdown, Charlotte! And the stomping has commenced. They push out this lead in the fourth quarter, and it might be enough to give them that elusive second win of the season.
That's a nice job by this offense. Nice job putting the drive together late. This might seal this football game. And nice response. It's nice to be home, isn't it? Come back to the home crowd after you've lost a couple games. Get some mojo going back in your way.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great...
Ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And, man, I love my quarterbacks that want to make plays and make those big plays and scramble around and get away from people, but you got to tuck that football away when you're going to run through arm tackles and people are around you diving. Make sure you got that thing locked up. He did, and defense took advantage of it.
The 49ers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
White from the gun on third down. Moving out to the right. And down he goes, trying to pick his way free, but the defense stops him behind the line. And the 49ers will punt it away on fourth down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Picks his way ahead, pickup of 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. And the Pirates are in the hurry-up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
And that'll be enough for the first down. A gain of 13 on the play, and the clock stops for the 2-minute timeout. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wilson will throw. Looking to the big tight end. The sure hands, it's Collier. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Trying to find the end zone. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Back to pass on 2nd down. On the move. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, East Carolina.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Charlotte's offense comes out to go on the attack. firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their third and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's third down. Throwing White. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure. The quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Fourth down, White. Looking for a huge play. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. This offensive coordinator is going to have to be creative. Time is winding down, and the offense has to move quickly. Wilson to pass. Gets open down the middle.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
They'll snap it from the 48 on third and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Look out! Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Takes a hit as he fires. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
And not a surprise, man. The biggest moment in the game on fourth down, gotta have it. They go back to the quarterback's legs. And the defense was absolutely not surprised. Been there, done that, bought the T-shirt and hat. They saw it, they diagnosed it, they came downhill, and they got him on the ground for the big fourth down stop.
And I think you have to give a lot of credit to the coaching staff communicating to all 11 guys on defense what they knew was going to happen. They made it very, very clear. It looked like the defense was expecting that. So a great job by them all being on the same page, and they were able to go out, play confidently, play fast, get him to the ground, and now they're going to walk out of here with the win.